Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk about freelancing and remote work. Today I have a special guest. Lera Kraval is a marketing manager working for Berlin-based agency TGR. She moved there in 2018 after spending a year in the Netherlands. Right now, Lera is not only working for the TGR, but also opened her own consulting project for helping you guys get jobs on LinkedIn. Hello, Lera.
Hi everyone.
How are you? Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's been quite a long 3 weeks, but yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, I hope you get better soon and thank you for joining. Even though you feel a bit sick, I really appreciate it, and my audience also really appreciates it. So, uh, can you explain how LinkedIn has become a key platform for finding freelance and remote jobs?
Yeah, of course. So basically, LinkedIn is a platform. You should think of it as a Facebook just for the professional network, right?
Yeah.
Because there you can find all the people who work in any of the companies. Basically, if you have any kind of project, you are there. You are on LinkedIn, at least in the like Western world, I would say. So the US, Canada, and Europe, this is your must go. When you first create your business. Therefore, you also post the jobs there, you network there, you comment each other's posts, etc., and so on. So it's all around this communities, what I'm saying. Basically, Facebook is also all about communities, just for different reasons, right? So, yeah, it is. And as we know, finding jobs and finding projects is always about community and networking.
Mhm. And what are the main effective features for job seekers on LinkedIn?
Main features. First of all, it's definitely the fact that you can directly message anyone, just about anyone who works in any other company. Second of all, you can always join the group, the relevant group, but I always recommend joining not those big groups with more than 50,000 group members, but like small communities, small groups with like 800 people, let's say. For instance, in Berlin, there is a community group of 850 people. It's called HR, full HR, I think. And it has all of the recruiters and HRs from Berlin in that group. So if you're lucky to join, then you have access directly to all the people, right? And the third one would be definitely consistent posting and lead magnets. So because you can increase your reach and establish yourself as an expert. And I think this is the most relevant for you guys, because if you're a freelancer, it's definitely people want to hire you, or you're a consultant, let's say. Definitely people want to hire you because you're an expert in some kind of niche, and LinkedIn new algorithm is perfect for giving you that organic reach. So yeah, the third would definitely be the content creation, and a lot of lead magnets that people can, reshare, save, comment, and so on.
Mhm. Thank you. And what are your top tips for optimizing a LinkedIn profile to attract freelance and remote job opportunities?
The first one would definitely be, think of your headline, think of your positioning, think of your niche. Definitely include some kind of achievements. Like, let's say I have generated more than $5 million dollars in revenue in 20 different countries. Something that is eye-catchy and also says a lot about yourself. Um, Definitely think about your, so to say, design and visual language. And the last but not least is your CTA. So basically, when someone wants to hire you, they go on your profile. What should they do? Should they book a call with you? Should they go to your website? Should they get a lead magnet, so a free guide or something from you? So this should be either in your featured posts, or it should be in the landing page, down your contact information. Really think where the person should head further after reaching your profile. Yeah.
Hmm. And how important are recommendations and endorsements for freelancers and remote workers?
I was thinking about it the other day because a lot of people are obsessed with this SSI index, social selling index.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, for
I'd
example, I
say,
have some endorsements, but I'm not really sure if any recruiter uh, takes a look at it.
yeah, no, it's not really serious. It's more like, yeah, it is a very, it's like a social game, you know. It's just you click on it and yeah, you get a rating higher, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. If your profile is not optimized and if your profile is looking bad, it doesn't matter how many endorsements you have, right? Or how many recommendations you have. I would say, yeah, it's two different things. So the recommendation, you definitely should have quite a few, especially if you're a freelancer. We all like the social proof. So for the recommendations, you should definitely have at least two or three. Regarding the endorsements, yeah, it's not that important, but nice to have.
Are there any hidden job opportunities on LinkedIn? Like, for example, there are people who go to LinkedIn, they optimize their profile and follow the usual guidelines, but they are not able to find a job in the job search bar. Are there any hidden ways to find a job without applying to a job?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I never recommend to apply apply to a job on LinkedIn. There are many reasons for that, but anyway, yeah, very a tip that is not obvious but kind of obvious is to stay active and basically comment on the posts of the people who you see hire frequently, or that you know they're launching a lot of different projects and that they might need a hand in anything. So let's say you are UI UX designer, and then you know that there's a guy who's had, I don't know, 4 startups in the last 2 years, and he's been now and there consistently posting about it. I would definitely stay in touch with that guy and see what he's up to and comment his posts and like his posts and have it clear in the headline that you're open for UI UX design opportunities. And then at some point when you see that he's about to launch a project, I would approach the person and offer my services to him. But don't be blunt. Don't just, you know, keep selling and keep pushing your services. Also ask what is the project about, and you know, establish a meaningful connection, because otherwise it becomes kind of a marketplace. You know, we don't want it to be a marketplace.
Yeah, definitely. And why don't you recommend applying to jobs on Upwork?
First of all, there's quite a bit of a competition. What it means is that, so let's say you get a job opening and then you get 400 applicants. Even if you really, really want to review each one of them, it will take you forever. So obviously the recruiters only look at the first 100. So either you're always on the hunt for, you know, very fresh job postings that were posted in the last 24, 48 hours in order to be those first 100 people, or you're just wasting your time, because if you are somewhere, you know, if you've applied and you are like 328th person, you know, your resume, your CV will never be even looked upon. And that's basically the thing why many people say that, hey, yeah, I've optimized my profile, but no one's ever getting back to me. Yeah, probably either you're late or you've optimized it not correctly, because it's not clear what you stand for or how you differentiate from all the other applicants. So it's much more meaningful to connect. Either one option would be to connect with the same people as you are and differentiate. So find your USP, find your positioning. So let's say you're not just UI UX designer, you are UI UX designer that finished art school and you are into fintech projects only. That is quite a strong statement. Or the second would be to establish networking with the people who actually hire. So you can use the inner CRM system of LinkedIn. In the sales navigator, you can send out this email message, hey, I'm this and this and this, I would love to stay connected, etc., etc. And you don't have to necessarily get a job immediately. You just have to, it's all about the networking and the connections. It's not about immediately, getting the money, getting the job.
We spoke about emails. I have lots of people who cold email, like, hey, I'm this and that, I'm looking for a job. I'm not a CEO, I'm currently not hiring anyone. What do you think about these cold emails? Are they like okay to be sent? What are your thoughts about this approach?
I think they're okay to be sent if they are done correctly. And if they target you specifically. So this is always the thing, this is CRM marketing, right? This is always a thing, how to scale and still personalize your approach to the people. We don't want to be spammed. It's not anymore at the beginning of 2000s. We don't want to be spammed by cringy emails and weird messaging. We want to get relevant information to ourselves, and we again, it's about networking and the community. We want to be close to the person. We don't want to get the, hi, Sirarpi, my name is Yash, I want to get a job. We don't want to get this kind of messages. So in general, I think they're okay if you have something free and nice to offer to the person you are addressing this to. And second point to think of is, how do you personalize the message? So always overproof that, for instance, the message you're sending to is to the correct name, the person you're addressing is in the correct job position, and it's relevant to him, and never offer anything or ask for anything in the first email, right? You should just be nice, and you should write the cold mail in a way that people do want to talk to you. Think about your tone, be short and easy. Yeah, but never sell anything, never propose anything, never be weird, right?
Yeah, and disturbing.
Yeah, and disturbing, exactly.
So, guys out there, if you are listening to this, please stop doing this cold email in the wrong way. And what type of content should professionals post on LinkedIn to, first of all, increase awareness about them as a professional, and then attract job offers?
First of all, case studies. But again, think about your visual style, think about your tone, think about your sort of branding. And when you have those kind of professional brand guidelines, start posting key learnings, takeaways, case studies, something in numbers that you might have, something funny maybe from your professional experience that you've had. So be human, but talk about professional work. Again, think of LinkedIn as Facebook just for your career, for your work and professionalism. Post pictures how you got drunk with your colleagues on a party. That's okay. Just write and not embarrassing stuff about your colleagues. Just write something nice that that you've met this and this person, and actually you've learned that this and this and this. Yeah, keep it cool and keep it professional. So that would be top content that you should be posting. But to be honest, at this point, ChatGPT writes really good content plans for LinkedIn, but recheck what it gives you, of course, and edit anything that it would generate. But in order to start, it's a really good starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, ChatGPT generated content was my next question, because I have some people in my connections who started posting on LinkedIn right after this rise of AI. And it's so very obvious that they are using these tools, because I, first of all, know it's like ChatGPT generated, AI generated. What advice would you give to those people who want to stay active but are using like ChatGPT and not proofreading?
Yeah, proofreading is the word. Thank you. Yeah, I would say stop doing that because I think we receive so much content every day, and you would like first of all, think, why do you even want to start posting anything? Why do you even want to touch the platform? You should really have the target, the CTA, as I said in the very beginning. What is your CTA? What is your goal? If your goal is to land a job, well, then okay, fine. Then write a content plan that's gonna appeal to the recruiters of your particular dream audience that you're thinking of, and then write genuine posts that are gonna attract those recruiters. Because if you are, let's say, marketing manager, and you just post, hey, here are top skills for being a marketing manager, well, this is not relevant to anyone really, and it's just spamming the feed. So yeah, you can use all of the tools. Just do proofreading, be very smart about how you use it, and don't use only ChatGPT. Try Writer, try or DeepL, WordTune, Grammarly. There's a lot of tools that can all together create really good pieces of content, but don't do it just for the quantity. Always do it for the quality and targeted quality. So think of who you are targeting with your content.
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good suggestion. And what advice would you give to those who don't want to actively post on LinkedIn, but they want to get jobs through LinkedIn?
First would be, to first of all establish what kind of job you want. So think of the filters, right? So think of the salary, think of the location, of the job posting, think of the team, think of the setting, think of the vertical, and then start connecting with the people from those filters. Meaning, for instance, you want to work in visually interactive apps, and you want to be a developer, and the visual interactive app company should be based in the US. So we already know like three, right? Instagram, Canva, Miro. Therefore, start connecting with the people who work there. So you can go to Canva, you have people, and then you write, full stack engineer or backend engineer or whatever. You connect with all those people with a note. You never connect just without any introduction. And then by talking to those people, you start messaging them, you start asking them questions like, hey, how did you get to Canva? What did you learn? What are you working on right now? What are your challenges? You establish a connection. That's the second step. And the third step, you can always ask for a referral. So you just ask the person if he can forward your resume to a hiring manager. And then it's basically much more effective, rather than you'll be just, clicking on the easy apply. Like, you should never click on an easy apply if you're not with a really good profile that is not full of content, right?
Yeah, that's definitely true. What do you think about the paid tools? Is it necessary to get one of those paid versions of LinkedIn to land a job, or we can do without?
No, definitely. The paid version, definitely not, because the paid LinkedIn version is for sales managers. They use it for to get a lot of analytics on their cold emails, on their content production, and also the paid version allows you to have access to the whole CRM database of LinkedIn. And if you're just looking for a job, you don't need that. You're not selling anything. You're not trying to scale 20,000 contacts, and then from 20,000 contacts to sell to 100 people. So, and no, but LinkedIn gives you a really nice feature of a 1 month trial. And what I definitely do recommend is to get this 1 month trial, to get the free courses that LinkedIn provides, because this is one of the most important things that anyone, I think, right now is looking at, is your certificates and licenses. Because a lot of the things that we do, a lot of our professions that we do, right, like digital marketing manager, UI UX designer, full stack or whatever engineer, all of these are not, so to say, not real professions, but they are not like a doctor where you go to a university and you get a degree. And therefore, to show yourself and differentiate yourself and prove your expertise, the courses and licenses are always important. So if you have a chance to get a 1 month free LinkedIn account, then I would definitely go for that, and I would fill out like 3-4 courses and add them to your profile, because it gives you a bit more credibility. But otherwise no.
Thanks a lot. These actually were all the questions that I had for you today. How can my audience get in touch with you? I will definitely share the agency link in the description so that people go and follow your advice. How can they connect with you?
Yeah, first of all, definitely on LinkedIn, and secondly, on my Instagram page, which is mainly Russian speaking, but this English is absolutely not a problem. So, but LinkedIn
Yeah.
is fully in English. So.
Oh, perfect. I will share the links with them, and hopefully, if they have any questions, they can reach out to you and they can learn a lot from your content on LinkedIn. And why not on Instagram? I'm following you on Instagram and you have really good content. Thank you for that as well. It really helps me and lots of other professionals get motivated. Motivation is very important.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you again in the
Thank
near
you.
future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.